Welcome to my channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about my all-time favorite Korn album. It's Issues. It came out in 1999. I remember when I got it back then, I really didn't like this one because I felt like they had totally sold out. The album doesn't hit as hard. It's a lot less aggressive in general. And over the years, I learned to really appreciate it, to see how all the members of the band are really focused on writing some really awesome songs. This album is fantastic from front to back, especially how they learned to use more sophisticated melodies. Jonathan Davis has grown as a singer and songwriter on this production, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get into the breakdown. So as I mentioned in the introduction, Jonathan Davis has grown a lot as a singer, especially as a lyricist. Like, he touches on a lot of the same themes that he's done on previous Korn albums, but now I feel like there's a little more sophistication to how he writes songs. Like, for example, when he touches on the price of fame, he's just not whining in the song. He's really talking about how it's complicating his personal relationships and making things really harder for him. And I have to say, there's a trade-off on this album with Jonathan Davis and with the guitar players Head and Monkey. They're not as heavy, they're not as aggressive, but there's much better use of melody. There's a lot of focus on serving the needs of the song, crafting the best song possible, and having excellent results. But I'm not saying that this album is devoid of heavy parts. Like, when it has to hit hard, it hits really hard, but it's very focused, very well placed within the songs themselves. Also, you can hear Head and Monkey experimenting with new pedal effects. I can only imagine playing these songs live. Their pedal board must be a nightmare. Feely's percussive bass is very present on this album, but it's more restrained. And he has one of his best bass lines ever on Hey Daddy. He plays this really funky bass line that is pure brilliance. And for me, the secret sauce to this album that really makes everything work is David Silveria's drumming. He plays at a slower tempo, but he lets the songs breathe, but he plays with a lot of groove and with a lot of feeling and just makes everything sound really, really epic. Now, for the track list of this album, it's fantastic from front to back. It's pure gold, and it has interludes. Normally, I don't like interludes. I find them to be bothersome, but here they add a lot to the mood, to the tone of their overall album. Also, I feel like this is a great introductory album into getting into Korn in the first place. Like, if you haven't heard anything from Korn, this is a great bottom floor to get into, and it's a really good one. Last but not least, I have to say that Brendan O'Brien's production on this album is fantastic. He really captured lightning in a bottle here. He was able to channel all the creative energy of all the members of the band and just get them really focused on making the best album possible. So I'm going to leave this here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time.